everybody, welcome your faces back to some more Airport CEO. Today is going to be part 3 of our journey here at Newt Belfast City Airport, where things are kind of going okay. We're sort of making money. We're not making a shed load of cash, I'll admit, but we are making some. The planes are moving, luggage is being handled. Everything is kind of working out. You know, this plane here at the end is being loaded up with fuel. This one here has just been loaded up with baggage. The baggage handlers have moved back into the staff room, and pretty soon, I believe, boarding should begin. It's Saturday, it's 11:17. Boarding is due to begin at 11:51 on that flight, 12:23 on that flight, and then 12:42 on that flight. So what I'm thinking we could do is we could probably go ahead and put in another small stand here at the airport, because I do at some point want to get a medium stand. The problem is they're kind of big, and I can't really put it there because I need a service road connection to the medium stand, but I also need to bring the terminal over to the medium stand, so there's a lot of stuff needs done for a medium stand to actually work. And part of what I'm thinking is we could put the medium stand way over there and have another connection to arrivals from the right hand side here, so that the medium stand would connect down to baggage claim and arrivals. But what I think I want to do first is actually extend the service road this way just a little bit. So we'll go 15 by 2 there. We'll get the service road in. We can also go ahead and put some tarmac in here. I don't remember exactly what kind of gap I gave on the small stands, though. So the small stands have a gap of 2, I believe? It actually does look like the small stands have a gap of 2 between them. So what I'd want to do is I'd want to put another small stand there. So I guess what I could maybe do is take out that section of the service road. So take out that bit and maybe take out that bit as well. And then we could throw 2 small stands just there and there, which are 20,000 each. We're obviously going to have to spend another 20,000 upgrading those at some point. But my thinking is that if we can get 5 stands here, we're probably going to be in a pretty good spot. So let me go ahead and lay down some tarmac between those. Let me do the taxiway foundations on each of them as well. And then we're actually going to need to go into structures as well and extend the terminal foundations out to there as well, so that we can actually get the boarding gates for the stands as well. And my hoping here is that we can start making some serious cash. I'm really hoping that we can make some serious money by bringing in just 2 more stands so that we can handle 5 planes at any one time. Thus far, baggage handling has done a fantastic job with all the stands that we have. Thus far, the check-in and security has been fine as well. So I see no reason that we should have any problems here. So we'll go for concrete on you as well. Now we're gonna obviously need to extend these things quite considerably. There's a fair bit of work to be done. I would like to go ahead though and say that we need to bulldoze that bit of wall, and that we need to get a large door there and there. And we're actually gonna have some issues with the boarding desks over on this side. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to extend the foundation a little bit further, 5 by 3 just there, and we can actually go ahead and take out that bit of wall as well. So there we go. We'll get all that put in. The taxiways, annoyingly, I seem to have made out of grass, which is really not what I was going for. So we are going to need to upgrade those to concrete, just like so. So we'll get those done nice and quickly, and then we can actually go ahead and set up the taxiway nodes here. So just like that, and we can set the pushback points for all of these guys real quick to there. And already, I mean, we're nearing a point where we're going to be able to open these. It's really not going to take much to open these up. We probably won't need to hire any more airport staff, because I'm pretty sure there's a few of them that are hanging around down here somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Do you guys want chairs, I'm wondering? I do wonder if you maybe want, like, gate seating down the middle there. Like, if I was to put some gate seating in there, would they Would they use it, or are they just not going to bother? I have no idea. We'll put some seats just there, though, because we can. We could throw some trash cans in as well and see what happens. And we are, of course, going to need to start throwing in some boarding desks as well. Now, these have to go in a secure zone. So if we go to areas and go to secure, this whole thing is going to be set as a secure zone. And we're going to want to go back to items, get some boarding desks, and they go just like that and like that, with the gate seating there and there, I believe. Yeah, just like that. So that'll do a fine job. We'll get some gate seating in there as well. That obviously extends a little bit too far, but that's not a problem. So we'll get all that put in, and then we can get very close. We actually should be able to open these with no real issues. If we go to here, well, why do I connect you? So I need to connect you to... I need to connect my baggage bay to this thing, but I also need to... Let me just double check this. So reconnect baggage bay, clear baggage bay, send aircraft away, open you, and open you. We want to allow for commercial flights. We need a boarding desk to be attached, so we need to wait for the boarding desk. We can turn on general aviation. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm not too worried about general aviation, so we're probably good as we are. But once we get the furniture in, we can go ahead and connect up the boarding desks, and we probably also want to have a look at contracts here. So if we go to airlines, we have Stripe Air coming in, 7 flights, 3,300, 4 days, no problem, we'll take that. So if we can get all of this in, we are going to be in a really, really nice spot. So connect you to that stand, and then connect that stand to that baggage bay, which is quite a distance, but should be fine. Connect you to that stand and connect the stand to the baggage bay as well. And now we should have 5 active stands. We should have 5 active stands. So if we go to the flight planner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we do. Now I just want to, I can rename these. So I'm going to change that to gate 1. We're going to change you to gate 2. You are going to be gate 3. You are going to be gate 5. And you are going to be gate... Wait a minute. No, sorry. That's gate 5. That one's gate 4. Apparently, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 5. So gate 1... it should rename the boarding desks as well. It absolutely does. So gate 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 means we can go to the flight planner, and gate 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are listed in there. So we need to start booking for Sunday as well, now that we have these extra gates. So in theory, I should be able to put these kind of close together. And we're really, really going to test out the airport here and see if we can handle 5 planes just there. I'm really, really curious to see if we can do it. I'm not entirely sure if we can, but, well, curiosity is all we've got here. So Monday, we are just going to stack the planes like this, and we're going to see how that ends up going for us. But hopefully that'll be pretty good. So we're going to see. We are going to see. Sunday is going to be a super, super busy day for the airport. I'm quite excited to get that underway. I'm also thinking we should probably throw in more bathrooms. That's probably not a terrible idea. Oh, we have bathrooms in this area here, don't we? So we should probably maybe, you know, put some flooring down in there. So we'll go for some tiles just like so. And we could go for some tiles in there as well. We could maybe change up the look of the departures area just a little bit. I don't know what this floor here is, but I want to look at it. Any good? It looks a bit grimy, doesn't it? It does look a little bit grimy. I don't think I want wood, though. That's the thing. I don't think wood makes sense out here. So maybe we'll go for the darker blue again. So we'll throw that dark blue out into the departures area. We could, I suppose, throw a different type of carpet down around the chairs. Something like that. I don't know. Doesn't really look that great. What about this one or that one? What if we did that? I kind of like that, actually. That's kind of a nice, it's got a nice look about it. It looks like, it doesn't look great, but it, you know, it does what it needs to do. So, we'll throw that down around the chairs just to, shake things up a little bit. I'm actually kind of tempted to just do this the whole way down here. Yeah, I kind of like that, and then just there as well. That works. That looks fine. Now, if I'm not mistaken, don't we have the ability to... Yes, we do. We can start putting some shops and some food stores in here as well, which I think we should probably start looking into. But I feel like it's also potentially an idea to look into getting more employees on the board. Because the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, is going to let me set custom fees at the airport. The Chief Information Officer will give me more information on what the passengers are up to, which I don't really care about. And the HR Director will let me change salaries. So I think we're going to go for a CFO first. So if we look in here, CFO, you're quite pricey, but you're quite well skilled. Actually, you're pretty good and you're much cheaper, so that's fine. So the CFO, what do you let me do? What do you let me do? So if we look in here, travel document scanner allows operators to review passengers' travel documents in real time. It uses an advanced induction technology to scan the content of bags and pockets in order to display passport and boarding card. I think we're good. So there isn't really anything else in here we need. If we wanted to start bringing in general aviation aircraft, we could get the Avgas fuel service, but I don't think we will. I kind of want to get the tilt tray for baggage. I think we're going to need that. Actually, we already had that, if I'm not mistaken. So if we go to items here real quick. Yeah, the tilt tray. So how does that work? Oh, it can go left or right. Which is actually kind of neat. But does it... It doesn't have like... there's no underground version of it. Which is kind of an issue. So what that makes me think is that if I really wanted to split the... If I wanted to split all of this, we're going to have to build a small facility over here on the right. Which is kind of a pain in the butt. Or we can build it up here, I suppose. So if I go to structures and go to foundation real quick and do this, right? So we do that. Then what I want to do is I want to go to items or infrastructure possibly. I guess a medium door will do the job. So we'll throw a medium door there. And that is just going to be, that's going to be a staff area. That's going to be a secure staff zone. Not a staff room, just the zone. So if we go to areas and go to secure, basically what I'm thinking is we are going to build a space here that is going to be for conveyor belts. You'll see what I mean. I'm gonna show you, obviously. I'm not going to be like, oh, we're going to do this cool thing, but you're not going to see it. So we'll do that real quick. So what I'm thinking is the baggage belts need to be above ground for the tilt tray to work. So if I put a tilt tray here, so if the tilt tray goes there, right? Like that. I think it can go left and right. So what I'm thinking we do is we then get overground baggage belts that come down like this, and come down like this, then go left and go right, and then those are going to go underground, and then they're going to connect to this, which means this baggage area here is actually going to be changed up. So what we want to do is go to baggage belts just here, go to the underground belts and get rid of those ones. If we can. I don't know if we actually can do that. But we want to get rid of those baggage belts from that area. We're going to see if these guys can actually do that. So that one's going. Yeah, so all of those baggage belts are not going, which is perfect. Because we then want to build a baggage belt that comes up to here, comes across there, and down like this. So it's going to connect up to the tilt track. I don't know if that works. So don't bother with that. Give me a regular above ground baggage belt just there. which will connect to the tilt trays. Then we go back to the underground belts. There and there. And we're gonna need an overground belt there. Well, no, it's gonna be on this side. So we're gonna... Why are these still here? Those need to go away. And I'm not sure why they haven't, because that's actually gonna cause some problems. There they go. So those are now being taken out, which is perfect. Because what we're going to do is we're going to bring this belt down to... Hold on. Let me figure this out. I want to make sure I do this right so we don't mess it up. This belt is actually going to come down to there, and to there. All right? This other one might be kind of tricky, though, is my worry. We might need to move this entire baggage belt out a little bit. So get rid of that entire stretch of baggage belt just there. And we're going to bring it down. We're going to bring it across. And we're going to bring it up. This is like playing Factorio. And I like it. So then at that point, we need an overground belt, which goes there. Then we need the underground belts. Going there. Actually, no, we don't need that. We don't need an overground belt at all. We just need the underground one there. Going like that. Then going to there. I think a lot of you guys may have just laughed because you were complaining about baggage not being there. You're just going to have to deal with that, I'm afraid. So like that. And that should give us 2 functioning baggage belts. I hope. I do sincerely hope. Anyway, let's look at the flight planner and see what's up. So we got our flights coming in here, which is beautiful news. Things are sort of working. These guys are still constructing the sort of reworked arrivals area. I am really hopeful that that'll end up working, though. I really am. It looks like it is. And the baggage is coming in, and it is splitting left and right, but the belts aren't done yet. There we go. So yeah, it's split onto that belt, and it's split onto that belt. So it is now splitting onto both of the belts, which is fantastic news. And we have 5 planes landed as well. So my question there is, do you need refueling? Baggage load is not done. Boarding is not done. We may end up running into an issue here because we only have a limited number of these baggage carts. I think we only have 2 of them. Now, refueling is... Yeah, refueling's getting there. Baggage unloading hasn't been done in this flight yet. So I feel like we might need another baggage cart. So if we go to budget and go to procurement, let's maybe buy 3 of those. That was fuel trucks I just purchased. Well, there we go. We got 3 new fuel trucks, I suppose. We'll see how that ends up holding up. Might be a bit excessive, but it is what it is. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. There's baggage coming in and being split again, which I quite like seeing. It definitely seems like there's a lot of people out here that are complaining about having to wait around. They definitely don't seem too happy about that. Might want to do something about that. Maybe we extend the baggage claim area? I don't know. I don't know if we desperately need to. We have more flights coming in there. So let me go to contracts again. We have CLM with 6 flights. No problem. Let's go to our planner. Because we do have room to put them in later today, which I would kind of like to do. Well, actually, we kind of can't. Those 2 being so close together might cause problems, but I'm going to give it a little shot. Monday, obviously, we have plenty of time, so I'm actually going to put those flights kind of close together, and I'm going to start at the bottom, just so that I can clearly see, you know, how closely I can get these flights to actually be. And I'm really going to try and get these flights, you know, as close together as I possibly can, just so that we really, really test the airport there. I really want to see just how much that tests us. Now, we're currently sitting at 564,000. I want to see if we end up making a shed load of cash at any point. That would be really nice to see a shed load of cash end up coming in. We should have another flight coming in soon as well. Now, we do need to repair the runway. That's something to keep on top of. We also need to make sure that the stands are repaired. Those are actually kind of expensive-ish to repair. Actually, no, that's 7079. Yeesh. Yeah, a little bit expensive to repair the stands there, but probably worth it. Minus 37,000. Where did that accent come from? Minus 37,000. There we go. We'll do my actual accent there. A bit weird. Apparently, we need more janitors as well. Definitely looking like we need more janitors. So go to employees, go to applicants, go to janitor, and we'll just hire all of you. So there we go. We'll bring in a bunch of janitors just to get the place cleaned up because it is absolutely filthy. Got another plane leaving there. We've got that plane leaving behind it. Then this plane should be leaving shortly as well. There it goes. So yeah, we are definitely making some money, I think. I think the problem is just that I'm also spending a lot of money. That's kind of where we're at. Now, interestingly, there are no airline contracts right now, which is definitely a bit of an issue. I also kind of want this anti-spam filter to stop my, I need the CIO to get that, fair enough. So yeah, there's no airline contracts currently. Hopefully tomorrow we can get our hands on a few of those. That'd definitely be nice. It's also super nice seeing, you know, 2 planes get handled at one time there, then a third plane coming in and being no problem as well. I really do enjoy seeing that. Also, you know, this place just working seamlessly is kind of great as well. Then the luggage getting handed off over here, which is quite a distance to cover for the luggage. You know, it has to cross the entire airport, but definitely seems like it's working. And it definitely seems like actually quite a lot of these guys seem to be on connecting flights, which is really interesting, actually. Like, there's a lot of those guys are going through for a connecting flight. I'm kind of a fan of that, actually. That's kind of cool that a lot of them are coming back through the airport. Anyway, we don't have a shed load of cash right now. Well, we have a decent bit, but I want to see what the shops are about. I'm going to be honest. I really want to see what the shops are all about. So, food will define a room where passengers can purchase food, requires cafe counter and fridge display specific items. So, if we go to items, we're looking for cafe counter and fridge display. Looks like there's like a cooker there. I don't think we can do anything with that currently. And these need to be placed inside a food room. So let's see if we can make some kind of, you know, food room. I think having the bathroom there is probably fine. So let's bring this over to there. Bring it up, bring it to there, and bring it down. Just because it can be kind of an interesting shape. And one of these is going to be the food room. One of these is going to be, you know, the other type of shop we can get. So let's throw that just there. Again, because we can. And then we're going to set these up as areas. So this one, I think, is going to be the food room, which I hope I can extend. No, that's actually not going to let me extend that in an interesting way, which is unfortunate. So what we're going to actually have to do here is get rid of that completely. And then just make that the food room. Which is fine. Because this over here is not going to be the shop. And we can do what we need to do with both of those. Which I'm kind of excited to get done. So those guys will put the materials in. That'll be no problem. Doors are going to go in. Walls are going to go in, etc., etc., etc. We have a couple of planes there. We should actually look at contracts again. Yep, Maple is coming back with another 7 light class flights. Not a lot of money from each of those, only 2,800 per takeoff, but we'll make it work. If we go to our Monday planner here, we have maple, so we'll go ahead and start throwing in the maple flights, and we are going to have to assume that we have no delays on any of these. Because if we have delays on Monday, we are going to see some trouble. We are going to see some trouble come Monday if these flights end up getting delayed. So here's hoping that we have a very successful day. Because if we don't, we're screwed. Anyway, let's go ahead and start putting in the food room stuff. So that's the fridge display. That's the cafe counter, which I don't know what way that faces. That way. So that's fine. The cafe counter can go there. The fridge display can go like this. And we'll put some just on that wall as well. So that'll be fine. We'll get some fridges in there. Do we need any seating? I don't think we do. Can we put like we can put some armchairs in there? I guess we'll try it. See what happens if we put some chairs in for people to use. But we'll hope that that works. I don't know what kind of staff we need for that though. Service technician, airport staff. I actually have no idea. I guess we'll see once the stuff gets placed. So who's going to work this? Sign a contract. Oh, so we can get different types in here. All right, well, it's an airport, so it's absolutely going to have a coffee shop. Their rent per day is $14 per meter squared. We got a 13% cut. Let's see. 7 days a week, 6 hours. Room requirements needs to be... The room isn't big enough. Unfortunately. Are any of you... So you would accept, but we don't get much of your financials. That's unfortunate. So what do you need? You need a bigger room. All right, what if we move the food room into this place then? Because they all seem to be kind of keen for a bigger space, is what I'm noticing here. So I feel like the food room needs to be bigger. So if we go to bulldozer and just say like bulldoze all of those items, then this is no longer going to be a shop, and this is no longer going to be for food. Instead, this will be food, and that'll be a shop. Maybe. Assuming it's big enough for an actual decent shop. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Anyway, cafe counter is going to go... Let's see, maybe there? I don't know. We'll put it down in the corner. We'll put a cafe counter there. We can go ahead and put the fridge displays back in just all across there. We can put some up on the top wall as well. Maybe just kind of like that too. And then I want to put the armchairs back in because I kind of like them. So armchairs the whole way like that. Could have done some sofas, but that's fine. So we'll get that done. That's going to be our food shop. And hopefully that's going to... why are you all coming in here? Oh, those are the only toilets in a non-secure area. Oh, we should fix that. So mark that object for demolition, and then we're going to build some toilets in this space. So if we go to walls real quick, we want to build done like this. And we absolutely want to put a small door there. Then if we go to rooms, we're going to want a bathroom just in there with toilets pretty much done, you know, one side completely. Because this is probably going to be quite a busy space. Do they use the sinks? Do they actually use the sinks? Or do they just end up being decorative? I'd really like to know this. I need an answer to my question regarding the toilets. But I ain't getting no answer, so... Who knows, I suppose. Anyone? Any of you gonna use the bathroom? You know what? Let's assume that they do. Because, yeah, we can just assume that. We'll just put a wall of sinks down there. And there we go. That's a bathroom in a non-secure area, meaning that people can actually you know, go to the bathroom without having to go to the arrivals area. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can sign a contract with a 3-star place here. Oh, careful, careful, careful. So, let's see. The Bean is not keen, which is unfortunate. Valentino is also not keen. You're also not keen. Really? The space is not big enough? What about you? So you're not keen either. The space still isn't big enough. It needs to be 110 meters squared, so that's unfortunate. All right. What if we were to knock this wall through? Because I really want to get a nice place in here. So knock that wall through, knock that through, and go to there. All right. So we'll give that a shot and see if that ends up being big enough, which means we do need to go in, clear out this room, and then make it a room again. 15 by 10 should make it big enough for some of these guys. Sign a contract. Still not big enough for you. Really? Oh, I see what's happening. It needs to be 201 meters squared, and it's only 150 right now. However, Swift Veg will move in. 889 rent per hour. That's fine. So we'll get these guys in. Contract not completed. What do you need? Oh, wait. No, that... Hold on. Expires in 5 days, 1 hour. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So the staff are en route to this place, which is great news. I guess this space down here is going to be maybe another little staff room. I don't know. I don't know what 2 staff rooms would do, but I'm kind of curious. Let's go ahead and bulldoze that door. Then if we go to structures and wall, we could do that with a medium door there and just turn that into a small staff room or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, they do use the sinks. Fair enough. So we need that door to go so we can put the wall in. You guys can wall that off as well and turn that into a staff room. So if we actually go to areas here and go to staff, we can say boom. Small staff room, and we could maybe put some sofas in there. So just that and that, that and that. Sofa at the bottom, there and there. So that'll give the staff somewhere to hang out that's a little bit closer than this. So not all of the staff will have to run the whole way around the airport to get to a staff room. I do think we're making money. I haven't really been paying attention to the flights coming in and the flights leaving, but it does seem like we're making money. We're currently on this Maple flight right here, which has just left the runway. This guy here has yet to leave the runway, but I think, yeah, that's because another flight's coming in. And another flight is about to come in as well as that one takes off. But it seems to me like this guy's running a little bit late because of the delayed takeoff from those other flights. But it definitely seems to me like they, for the most part, they are definitely coming in and taking off. They're taking off again on time. They might land a little bit late here, but they leave here on time because we seem to be relatively efficient, which is great news. So we've got that going for us. I'm wondering if we could maybe throw some gate seating in here. I don't really want to do it that way. So like there and there. I don't know how useful gate seating is going to be there, but I'm curious to see if, you know, people will maybe sit in this area, you know, whilst maybe waiting to go to security. They might not. They might. Who knows? Anyway, it does definitely look like we are making money, which is brilliant news. Very, very happy about that. Yeah, plus 11,000 right there, plus 14,000 right there. All of these flights left at pretty much the same time. They held a little bit and then took off. We have this flight due to come in. I believe when it goes orange, that might be like on approach. We also do technically have a general aviation flight, which could come in here, and we don't have any need to turn it away. So we're going to actually accept this general aviation flight, which is actually going to go to there, and we're going to turn that off. So there should be a general aviation flight on the way. I'm not certain. Maybe not. Maybe because the stand I was sending it to got occupied. Never mind. Let's just turn off general aviation again. I don't think we're going to really use that. You could also go ahead and repair the runway since it's a little bit beat up there. But I mean, if we look at our money, we got up to 597. So money is definitely a possibility. We also have a bunch of flights from all of these airlines here. So I'm actually going to sign the 3 contracts from each airline. We're going to go straight to the flight planner. And Tuesday, we are going to be slammed with flights from the get-go. So 5 a.m. I want this one to land at... we're going to space them 15 minutes apart. So 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, and then 6. And then this one's going to be 6:15 is what we want to go for. Which technically we can't do. So what's the what can we go for here? So 9 o'clock is probably what we want to do. So what, 9:15 up here? So we'll go for 9:15. And then we want to go back to the other flights. Go to Skylink and then 9:30. We want to do 9:45 and then 10. Then 10:15. And what's the end of that flight? So 13:15. So 1:15. We'll go for 1:30. 1:45. And 2 o'clock on the landing there. That's 2:05. We'll bring that in a little bit. So 2 o'clock on the landing there. And then we have more to come in, which is Stripe Air. So that's going to be 2:15. And then 2:30. And then we need to line these last ones up. So 5:30. We want 5:45. We want 6 o'clock. 6:15. And then hopefully we can get this last one in as well, which is 6:30. So there we go. We have almost 20 flights coming in on Tuesday, which really should make us a whole bunch of money. And I'm really, really excited to see those flights come in as well. Now, you're currently working that place, which is great news. You're also working that place. Anybody actually going to go in there? No, oh, actually, it's the end of the day. I love seeing the staff come over here, though. That's quite nice. They're not using that staff room as much, which is kind of to be expected. But this staff room seems like it's in a relatively convenient spot, so that's actually fine by me. Let's go ahead and just put the wooden floor in there, because I think it'll look nice. We can go ahead and maybe do a different type of wood floor in here. Again, I think it looks kind of nice. And I don't know if anyone has been using the seats out here, but I'm not too stressed about it. Maybe we could do a different type of floor in there. I don't think we need to, though. Really don't think we need to. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've passed the $600,000 mark, so we are most certainly making some cash, which is great news. We are probably gonna want to go for getting an HR director and, you know, filling out the board at some point. But I am really happy with where we seem to have got to here with the airport. I definitely want to get a medium stand in here next time, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to do it the way I wanted to. We may need to bring the taxiways around a bit. We may need to look into, you know, other ways to do the stands, but we can definitely have a bit of a look. I mean, if we look into infrastructure, the medium stand, yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky to do. We could technically throw it there, but again, we have to make sure that the service roads actually connect up. So maybe the medium stand goes there. Maybe we start lining our medium stands down here and bring the terminal around. But then I'm wondering, you know, is that maybe too far for people to walk? But we can find out. We can absolutely find out. I do think this would be an interesting place for it, so we'll see how that ends up going. I do know that a medium stand is probably going to need me to upgrade the taxiways to be much wider, which is why I left a gap of 2 here rather than a gap of 1, and the same up here as well. In fact, if we really wanted to, we could go ahead and upgrade the taxiways immediately. But I don't know how necessary that's going to be at the moment. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today. So thank you kindly for watching. This has been Airport CEO Part 3. I certainly hope you enjoyed today's presentation. It has been a pleasure as always, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!